নেগেট অর্থ অকার্যকর করা, অস্বীকার করা, বাতিল করা। ক্যান্সেল আউট, নালিফাই, ডেনি।
If something is proven false or untrue, it has been negated. The discovery of one dinosaur jaw negated the conventional wisdom that all dinosaurs were vegetarians, since the tooth structure proved that guy definitely ate meat.
If something neutralizes the effect of something else, then you can say the effect is negated. Hanging a disco ball from your living room ceiling negates the sleek modern effect created by the contemporary furniture.
Memory aid to help you memorize this. Any equals no plus gate equals door, so there is no entrance through that door. So, you cannot enter. Your wish to enter is nullified.
নেগেট অর্থ অকার্যকর করা, অস্বীকার করা, বাতিল করা। ক্যান্সেল আউট, নালিফাই, ডেনি। নিফাইড অর্থ নোভিস, সদ্য দীক্ষিত ব্যক্তি। Basic convert, beginner.
Neo means new, and phyte is from the Greek phyton, plant, like a baby plant, and neophyte is someone who is new to an activity. In Greek, neophytos, literally newly planted, was used to refer to a new church convert. A neophyte is someone who's brand new at something. You're a neophyte the first time you pick up a guitar and start learning to play.
Memory aid to help you memorize this. Neo plus fight or new plus fight. A new member or beginner always has to fight to establish his own identity.
নিফাইড অর্থ নোভিস, সদ্য দীক্ষিত ব্যক্তি। Basic convert, beginner. Obulate অর্থ অবাধ্য, একগুঁয়ে। Stubborn
This adjective descends from the Latin obdurare, to harden. A near synonym is adamant, from Latin adamus, hard metal, diamond. So both of these synonyms derive from the quality of hardness being associated with a stubborn personality. Obdurate is a formal word meaning stubborn. If you want to major in English, but your parents are obdurate that you should go pre-med, they might go so far as to threaten not to pay your tuition.
Memory aid to help you memorize this. Obdurate, try reading as odd along duration, means stubborn. Or, OB equals negative. Durati equals throughout the duration of life.
Obulate অর্থ অবাধ্য, একগুঁয়ে। Stubborn Obsequious অর্থ চাটুকার, কৃতদাসতুল্য, খোশামুদে, lavishly attentive, servile, sycophantic.
Obsequious people are usually not being genuine. They resort to flattery and other funny ways to stay in the good graces of authority figures. An obsequious person can be called a bootlicker, a brownnoser, or a toady. If you disapprove of the overly submissive way someone is acting, like the teacher's pet or a celebrity's assistant, call them by the formal adjective obsequious.
Memory aid to help you memorize this. Obsequious, obey sequence of work in an office, obedience, dutiful. Sounds like obedience. So, obsequious obedient servants.
Obsequious অর্থ চাটুকার, কৃতদাসতুল্য, খোশামুদে, lavishly attentive, servile, sycophantic. Obviate অর্থ এড়িয়ে যাওয়া, নিবারণ করা, কেশলে পরিহার করা। Make unnecessary, get rid of.
The prefix ob means to go against. That makes sense when you look at the words obstruct and obstacle. How about obstetrics? Why does the name of the branch of medicine dealing with birth have the same root as words that mean stop? Because a midwife stands against the woman giving birth. To obviate means to eliminate the need for something or to prevent something from happening. If you want to obviate the possibility of a roach infestation, clean your kitchen regularly.
Memory aid to help you memorize this. Obviate equals obvious plus ate a necessary thing is obvious, and to eat it makes it unnecessary. Memory aid to help you memorize this. Obviate equals obvious plus ate a necessary thing is obvious, and to eat it makes it unnecessary.
Occlude. অর্থ বন্ধ করে দেওয়া, অন্তর্ধারণ করা। Shut, close.
Occlude does not exist only in a medical context. If you close the bathroom door so your little brother won't come in while you're trying out makeup with your friends, you're occluding the bathroom. Meanwhile, your makeup occludes your pores. You hear this a lot in a medical context. Heart surgeons are looking for occlusions in blood vessels, things that occlude the flow of blood.
Memory aid to help you memorize this. When you include someone, they are welcome and the gates are always open, but when you occlude, rhymes with exclude, they are unwelcome, and hence the gates are shut or closed on them. Occlude sounds like conclude.
Occlude. অর্থ বন্ধ করে দেওয়া, অন্তর্ধারণ করা। Shut, close. Officious. অর্থ উপযাচক, অত্যনুগ্রহশীল, অনধিকার চর্চি। Meddlesome. Excessively pushy in offering one's services.
Officious seems like it might mean something like office or official. Instead, it is a word to describe someone that acts more official than they actually are. People who are officious are busybodies. They want to make their opinions known and followed, despite not having any kind of real power. Though officious sounds like official, it means being annoyingly eager to do more than is required. The officious lunch lady made everyone's food choices her business, and made nasty comments when students chose cookies over carrots.
Memory aid to help you memorize this. Officious, the first part of the word sounds similar to office. Imagine a government office where people poke their noses into others' affairs. They are interfering.
Officious. অর্থ উপযাচক, অত্যনুগ্রহশীল, অনধিকার চর্চি। Meddlesome. Excessively pushy in offering one's services. Onerous. অর্থ দুর্বহ, পীড়াকর, দুঃসহ। Burdensome.
A near synonym is burdensome. In legal usage, onerous describes a contract or lease that has more obligations than advantages. Onerous derives from Middle English, from Old French onerous, from Latin onerosus, from onus, burden. In English, an onus is a task that is onerous or very difficult. If one teacher gives you 3 hours of homework a night, that's rough. But if all of your teachers do it, that makes the task of completing your homework an onerous one, to say the least. If something is onerous, it is very difficult to deal with or do.
Memory aid to help you memorize this. Onerous equals sound like the owner. When they come to collect the rent, you feel always burdensome. Onerous. A lot of things hanging from one string. So becomes burdensome.
Onerous. অর্থ দুর্বহ, পীড়াকর, দুঃসহ। Burdensome. Opprobrium. অর্থ নিন্দা, অপমান, গ্লানি। Infamy. Something that brings disgrace.
Opprobrium derives from the Latin verb opprobere, which means to reproach. That verb, in turn, came from the noun probrum, meaning disgraceful act or reproach. The adjective form of opprobrium is opprobrious, which in English means scurrilous or infamous. One might commit an opprobrious crime or be berated with opprobrious language.
Memory aid to help you memorize this. Sounds similar to approbation, which is an expression of praise. Opprobrium is the opposite: disgrace, contempt, scorn. Split word like this: opprobrium. If you rob opium, then you will be criticized.
Opprobrium. অর্থ নিন্দা, অপমান, গ্লানি। Infamy. Something that brings disgrace. Oscillate. অর্থ দোদুল্যমান, স্পন্দিত করা বা স্পন্দিত হতে। Vibrate. Waver.
The verb oscillate can be traced back to the Latin word oscillum, meaning swing, so it makes sense that oscillate is used to describe an object like a fan or a pendulum that swings from side to side. On a hot day, you'll be happy to have a fan that can oscillate, meaning it moves back and forth in a steady motion.
Memory aid to help you memorize this. The needle on the dial oscillated between full and empty. Formal. If you oscillate between feelings or opinions, you change repeatedly from one to the other. My emotions oscillate between desperation and hope.
Oscillate. অর্থ দোদুল্যমান, স্পন্দিত করা বা স্পন্দিত হতে। Vibrate, waver. Ostentatious. অর্থ দাম্ভিক, জাঁকালো। Showy, pretentious, trying to attract attention.
No one wants to be described as ostentatious, a word whose cousins include pretentious, flamboyant, and gaudy. It originates from the Latin word ostentare, to display, but in English it's often used for displays of the crass or vulgar sort. Reach for the adjective ostentatious when you want a flashy way to say, well, flashy or showy.
Memory aid to help you memorize this. Sounds like Austin, Stone Cold Steve Austin, WWE wrestler. They always pretend and speak crap to grab attention.
Ostentatious. অর্থ দাম্ভিক, জাঁকালো। Showy, pretentious, trying to attract attention.